Vice President Kamala Harris. And I want to talk about the economy because you and I, when President Trump was first sworn in, you talked about how voters are going to give him some leeway, right? They're upset about the economy, but they think it's President Biden's economy. They don't yet put that onus on President Trump. Now, though, based on these numbers, it seems like the onus is squarely on President Trump. Talk to us about that.
That's right. I mean, one of the biggest shifts within the survey, a double-digit shift from December, is around the question of whose economy is it? Who owns this economy? You've seen to date President Trump say, well, I inherited a mess, an economic mess from Biden. And as you mentioned, people for about the first 6 to 9 months gave him leeway on economic questions. But when it comes to today, 63%, so close to two-thirds, say that Trump owns the economy. It's his economy. And when we asked it, is it better or worse than it was under Biden, 53% said worse, 47% said better. So those numbers have been largely split. In December, it was 50-50. But you see how fragile economic perceptions are. And in so many ways, the challenge that faces the White House, which might be, frankly, the deciding challenge entering into the midterms and moving beyond, is really reversing perceptions around the economy. Because the economy is only as good as voters perceive it to be. And right now, 56% of voters believe that the economy is shrinking, where actually it is growing on a fairly healthy basis, right? In the last quarter numbers that we had, the economy was growing over 3%, close to 4%, right? Then you ask them, do you think inflation is above or below 3%? Inflation is currently below 3%. 66% say it's above 3%, right? So again, two-thirds have these lingering negative perceptions of where the country really is. And again, this is a very big challenge. Voters' perception on the economy usually trails the reality of the economy anywhere by 6 months to sometimes, a year and even more. And right now, the polling indicates that voters feel that Trump is spending too much time on issues other than the economy and perhaps too much time on foreign issues rather than domestic issues. And again, that's a challenge for the White House to overcome as they head into the midterms.